What's good, YouTube gang? Today we're gonna take a look at Tempest, which came out on Antagonist Records, which is a cool little label that launched just recently by Rainalex, and it gives me Black Label energy, kind of, but I don't want to jump the gun on that one. Everything looks super cool about it. Hope it remains that way. So shout out Antagonist. You can check out the entire compilation, including my track, down in the description, and if you're interested in a detailed breakdown, the full project file and stems, make sure to check the link down below because you can join the Patreon community where you can download all the previous YouTube materials and project files. So today we're looking at this little track. In this video, I'm going to show you how I made the switch in the sub sections between guns and quarter notes, and on the full breakdown you'll see everything. So this is what we're working with today. I already recorded this video once, but I forgot to press the record button on OBS. First, let's talk about this bass. Let me show you the original patch. Super basic standard serum quarter note with the main element that affects the sound is this combs, 75% mix, low cutoff, so it sounds like a room reverb. That's the whole thing. And then driver, which is noise injection on the highs, diode distortion on the mids, and soft distortion on the lows. You can use Roar, which is a multiband distortion plugin in Ableton 12, and it's insanely useful, so I highly recommend using it. There's an overdrive as well. Then I use kilohertz frequency shifter for the switch up, EQ, clipper, gobble crusher, no big deal. Now for the interesting sub part, first I need to show you the actual sound, which I'll go into detail on the Patreon version, but the main thing that I want to talk about here is that I use this chorus plugin, which is called Choral, the same way people usually use a convolution reverb when they designing guns. So I just give room and tonality to the actual sound, and it's not a technique that's super technical or super precise, but it definitely gives you that room and vibe that you're going for with these type of chaotic, super aggressive tracks. So just gives me the right amount. The deep vibe preset actually is pretty cool. You just have to tweak the feedback and the mix a little bit. But if we go to the guns sound insane with this. Without it, dry as hell, boy. Dry as hell, boy. With the sub itself, super nasty, super nasty. So the main quarter note sub is Serum 1. You know, super basic, 260 milliseconds on the attack, kind of fading in. I have this sub distortion rack, which is just essentially ring mod distorting the high end, so the noise is getting ring mod distorted. What that entails is that oscillation of the sine wave, that is the sub, is controlling the volume of the noise, so it's kind of fluttering a little bit. Then I use Pro L2 to stop the overshoot from happening, because when you put the noise together with the sub, it kind of overshoots a little bit. Then I use Texture to give it some crackling qualities, and then a kilohertz clipper that essentially just catches the peaks of the added texture, so every single crackle is a little bit louder because of its, you know, it's clipping. Then the main gun sub is essentially the exact same thing, but I don't use the amp envelope 1. Instead, I use the pitch envelope 2 on a super short decay, so it's like 75 milliseconds. That's barely even a thing, but it gives the sub enough transient to punch through. So yeah, altogether they sound insane. Okay, now for the fun part, let's actually look into this. Thank you so much for watching this video. The full breakdown, the project file, and the stems are available on Patreon, so if you want to join the community, you can check the link in the description down below. If you like this video, a like, a sub, or a share would be amazing. Let me know down in the comments what type of content you want to see on this channel from now on, and don't forget to wash your genitals every once in a while.